Yes, I did. Yeah, I'm just in time.
How are you? Oh, okay. Joan? Joan? Working?
Why don't you two boys either side here? Things we're, if you like, formal party.
Oh, do it. Just got the whole parade to attention.
Yeah.
Carry your standards.
Spirit level thing?
You know which is Brian, don't you?
No, but I will see that he'll be the second man.
Yeah. Don't take no notice of that.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay.
Never take no notice of that.
You're not standing there during the replay, are you?
I'll be up there.
That's fine. I need to
You'll be in camera, yeah.
No, it's really only for the replay.
There's Brian there. Brian! There.
That's fine.
This one here. Just turned his back on.
Oh, I see. Okay. Like we're serious.
Mr. Mills, they want to see what you look like.
Okay.
I did tell them that.
Just want to recognise you, sir, that so when you lay your wreath, I follow after you. Okay. Sam.
Who's the boogler? Oh, he's over there. Okay, so he knows. Do you know?
And we used to trade all the way through town centre. And the veterans and all the organisations would practically go marching away.
No.
No?
It marched right to the other end of town. Do you know
No,
where?
I'm
Do you know?
talking the early 70s.
Oh, the early 70s,
Yeah,
yeah.
not about 1969, 1970.
Yeah, they used to go from down to the records.
Yeah.
Then they moved further up, which is now a housing estate. But the road goes up and then down before the house. What's the name? Funny House. Not that. Please End. Yeah, there's a road up there which used to be the road we tried.
Oh, all right, yeah, on the right, new house.
Along there,
Yep.
yeah, it's all new houses now. And then we moved to the car park up near behind Axel. And that's where we started.
mind standing next to Martin? I know it's a big
Only if I have
divide,
to.
it's a big divide. I really think that's how important she is.
Don't worry about the social distancing, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's all right.
we didn't breathe.
I've known him for years. It's all right.
Medication is a wonderful thing, man.
It is.
Blimey, look at this from the Royal Navy. I'm sorry. The Royal Navy. I've been everywhere now. That won't problem as well. I don't care what you say. I like it.
Not much of an handshake, but
Oh yeah.
you could be like their own team, doesn't it?
We should have going out last week.
Right.
Mind you, there was no.
She's not coming up here.
No.
Okay, where's it finishing?
What?
Where's it from? Do you want me to give you a earring?
That's why.
Where's it
There'll be a
finishing?
ceremony.
Yeah.
Where?
When?
As soon as the reeds are finished.
Yeah, okay. And then you should march off the standards and...
Yep. That's all yours.
Okay.
Right, so me first.
Howard, and then we you.
Then you're into the exhortation. So I introduce you.
Oh, that's right. Changes the
Good along,
No, that's what's in my script.
Yep.
climate on a Thursday. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know.
Even Vic came around yesterday, she goes, kids were just saying that, she went, it's going to rain. Thursday, then straight away.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. All his hands. It is crazy.
What's the weather forecast last night?
You're doing 75. 75 in total.
We could do more than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That'd probably be 75 each.
Oh, okay. Well,
10 minutes. Do you know when it was like this in Strange here? I got we just had the 10 hours down the road and see the big
oh, right.
bang.
All the phones off.
I'll make it nearly 5 to.
No, I'll make it 5.
Is it? Okay.
Yep.
Right! Right, attention! Carry! Standards!
Welcome to you all here today and those watching online via our live broadcast. Today is the 75th anniversary of VJ Day, a final end to the Second World War following the Japanese surrender. The date of 15th of August 1945 is highly significant to Haverhill and the surrounding villages, as this was the day that 47 men were finally liberated after enduring 3.5 years of captivity at the hands of the Japanese Imperial Army. We should also remember that some men with local connections served with the 14th Division, also known as the Forgotten Army, in Burma. In total, 69 local men had found themselves in Singapore in January 1942, the majority being with the 4 battalions from the Suffolk and Cambridgeshire regiments that were part of the 18th Division. Of the 69, 22 did not return. During the fierce fighting that took place in the Malay Peninsula and on Singapore Island, before the surrender on 15th of February 1942, 5 local men lost their lives. A further 17 did not survive the harsh conditions in the prison camps, on the notorious railway, or in the hold of the hell ship Hofuku Maru. Today we remember them all. The men who returned and those whose final resting places are many thousands of miles away from home in the Far East, be it in Thailand, Singapore or Java. Today, in this necessarily streamlined dedication, Haverhill Town Council has been joined by representatives from the Haverhill Family History Group, the Haverhill Thurlow and District Branch of the Royal British Legion, the Friends of the Suffolk Regiment, the Cambridgeshire Branch of the Royal Anglian Regiment Association and the Commonwealth War Graves Commission. We are delighted that the family of Haverhill's last surviving Far East prisoner of war, Brett, who is now aged 101, are here on his behalf. I was particularly pleased to see the photographs this week of him with the folder of memories that Charmian and Brian Thompson had put so well together, and him looking so well. We also welcome Royal Navy veteran Harry Bowdery, who was serving on the aircraft carrier HMS Amir, who brought liberated men from Singapore to Trincomalee, the first leg of their repatriation after their capture in 1942. It is touching to see that Haverhill Rocks UK have painted a rock for each man who did not return from the Far East and who is commemorated thousands of miles from home. It is hoped that these will remain in place near the memorial. Thank you to you all for attending today. We are grateful to the Haverhill Family History Group for contacting Bert Elsden from the Royal British Legion Chonburi branch in Thailand. Bert, along with some members of the Kingdom of the Netherlands Embassy, organised commemorative services of remembrance at Donrak and Chun Kai War Cemetery, which were held earlier today, during which they laid poppy crosses on the graves of 6 men from Haverhill. Unfortunately, COVID restrictions in Singapore and Java have meant that it has not been possible to replicate this tribute in those countries. I now invite Brian Mills, the chair of the Haverhill Thurlow and District Branch of the Royal British Legion, to lead the commemoration, which will include a 2-minute silence.
They shall grow not old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, or the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. When you go home, tell them us and say, for your tomorrow we gave our today.
I'm about to read the Far East POW prayer. This was written by two soldiers who were Far East POWs, but personally I first heard this 5 years ago when it was read out by Private Jack Jennings of our 1st Battalion, the single survivor of the 1st Battalion Cambridgeshire Regiment, read out at Chunkai Cemetery. I think it highly appropriate that I read this today on behalf of Ernie Brett, who remains to be the only survivor of our 2nd Battalion. As we that are left grow old with the years, remembering the heartache, the pain and the tears, hoping and praying that never again man will sink to such sorrow and shame. The price that was paid we will always remember, every day, every month, not just in November. We will remember them.
We hope that by using the wonders of technology to live feed and share this commemoration, we have managed to reach all of you from Haverhill and the surrounding villages who we would know would ordinarily like to have been here with us here this morning. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen, for coming today. Thank you.